What is up, YouTube? It is ZC here with another car vlog, and today is going to be an exciting car vlog, to say the least. Exciting in the sense that I've got some news and some updates for you on the Mini Cooper and the plans of what there is to do in the near and distant future for this car. I am currently en route to work right here on 33 currently. I just had to make a few calls for business related purposes. Now, luckily, I'm moving pretty well. Yesterday, I sat in traffic for over an hour on this exact same road because there was either a wreck or construction, but it was pure hell. And it was bumper to bumper for 6 miles. And when you have a stick, it's obviously not fun sitting in there in that traffic. It's just a disaster. But new day, here we are now, heading to work. So wanted to make this vlog now and give you guys the update. So an update about yesterday. So yesterday I took the Mini to the place who specializes in minis here in Columbus, MAG, and I went ahead and had them do a full synopsis on what needed to be repaired and fixed on the car. Now, when I bought the car, I did a full synopsis myself, well, the best that I could do without having a lift and, you know, proper mechanic tools. But, you know, I realized that there was nothing major, and there is nothing major. But the reason I did it is because, you know, this is eventually going to be a track car. And if it's going to be a track car, it's got to be at peak performance. And to be at peak performance, obviously, I need to make sure that everything is well taken care of and well put together. So that is the reason that I had the experts, the professionals, take a look at it. You know, I'm by no means a professional when it comes to working on cars. You know, I can do things here and there, but I'm not a professional. So I left it up to the professionals. So I went up and I had it looked at. And basically, after 2 hours, I got the results back. You know, like I said, nothing was too major, but there are some things that I need to address. So, in talking about those issues with the car, my current plan, first off, is to get the car 100% fixed of what it needs to be done. So, all of the, you know, issues, which I will tell you in a minute, I'm gonna get fixed. I'm gonna get them fixed probably within the month. So those issues are not too big, like I said, but basically, so the oil pan, you know, which holds your oil on the bottom of the car, the nut that holds the oil into the pan is disfigured, I guess you could say, and it's not fitting properly into the pan. So that's resulting in two things. One, there is a small leak, and it's nothing serious at all. It's just a very small leak. Obviously, with a new plug, that will be addressed. So, the other issue is I need to get a new plug. That is not that expensive, so I'm probably going to do that myself, honestly. Gonna go buy a plug and put it in. Basically, with the way it is right now, if I went to change my oil, once I take it out, I would not be able to get it back in because of the way it's disfigured. So I need to get that taken care of because I'm due for an oil change in about 1,500 miles. Another thing, very simple, is it needs new head gaskets. Not an issue. I can order those, do that myself. There's a few small things that I'm not really worried about at all. Things that don't even matter to me, like suspension. You know, it's got worn struts. I knew that. You know, I can tell by driving the car they're a little bit worn. Not an issue. I plan on getting coilovers on it, you know, performance racing coilovers, you know, eventually. So I'm not worried about that. You know, my antenna up top, it's supposed to be bent, but it's a little more bent than usual. But it's perfectly fine because the radio works fine, so I have no issue with that. Some other things, it does have a bad power steering fan. So the fan that is supposed to run to keep the power steering cool does not run. It is seized up. So I do need to get that done. I'm not really sure if I will do that myself. It's not the issue of if I can, because I know I can do that. It's the issue of, do I want or do I have the time to take out of my day, and do I have the tools necessary to do that job? So I'm either going to get that done at the shop or I will do it myself. It just depends. I'll have to see how my schedule looks and do a little bit more research on it. However, the other thing that needs to be done is my radiator fan runs, but it runs at low speeds. So it does run, but it's just running slower than normal. So I have to get the radiator fan replaced. That I probably will not do, because that obviously involves removing the radiator and all that fun stuff. And I just don't want to get that technical with it, honestly. Like, until I learn more about radiators and how they work, I really don't want to get that technical with it. So that I will probably have done at a shop. Other than that, I'm trying to think here. I think that merge onto the highway here. Let's get a little bit of speed going. So that's pretty good for this speed limit. This car's got so much pickup, I love it. Always good to have some fun when you're driving. But yeah, like I was saying, I think that's all of the necessary things that need to be done. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's anything else, nothing that I'm worried about or needs to be addressed. So those are the few things that need to get done. Those should be done within the month. So the plan is to get all of those done and fixed within the month. Now, once those are done, like I said, this is going to be my daily as of now for the next probably, you know, at least until springtime. So this car, you know, while it's going to be a track car, I still want it to look, you know, nice. So I will do some mods after I get done fixing the car. So probably within the next month and a half to 2 months, you know, depending on shipping and processing and all those fun things. I do plan on doing mods. You know, with it being basically, you know, a track car, that's what I'm looking at it as. I don't want to go overboard with any, you know, appearance or visual mods, because, you know, let's be real, racing on a track, it's going to take its bumps and its bruises, it's going to get dinged up a little bit. But, you know, I want it to look good in the meantime, and, you know, be able to take it to wherever I want to go and have people say, wow, that's a nice car. So I definitely want to get a nice set of rims, you know, nothing expensive, probably the cheap rims, but something that's going to make it look, you know, good. That's something I want to do. I need to get a front lip or a diffuser or a bumper of some sort, because mine right now is perfectly fine, but it just has a little like on the splitter, there's like it's broke off a little bit, and it's not a big deal, but I'm anal about things like that, and I kind of want that to be fixed. So I might just get a front lip, you know, or I might just get a whole brand new bumper. I'm not really sure. That will just come with seeing the price and the availability of it. I want to definitely do an exhaust. That will probably be the most expensive. Well, it will definitely, you know, be performance related as well, but it'll probably be the most expensive of the mods. But because it's also, you know, visual and sound related. But I'm looking at a Borla S is what I want to get. But obviously, once again, you know, this lady tries to cut me off. Obviously, once again, it depends on price and availability and whatnot. So there's that. I definitely, like I said, you know, for racing wise, I want to get coilovers, but that will be a little bit more in the distant future, because that costs about $2 grand to get done. And, you know, in the meantime, I'm fine with what I got for the highway and the roads. So that's more of the track related things. Also, you know, the interior I've done a little bit too. I put some neon on it. You know, I got John Cooper Works floor mats. I'm gonna eventually get a shift knob John Cooper Works. Racing seats, definitely. Probably most likely a quick release steering wheel and racing seat belts. Also, I'm leaning towards it, a roll cage, because obviously with racing, you know, you want to be safe. So a roll cage will probably have to go in as well, which, you know, that will be fun for sure. You know, I'll definitely enjoy installing that. As far as any other mods, I gotta get is probably another one of those distant future upgrades. Brakes, and I'm talking racing brakes, Stop Tech, Brembos, something of the such. Obviously those are going to cost a pretty penny as well. You know, they're going to run probably around $2,000. So those are definitely in the distant future. The coilovers and the brakes. This Camaro is absolutely just ripping right now. He's being a complete jerk too, the way he's driving. The speed limit's 55, and we're in a bunch of traffic, and he's driving around like he's going 95. Idiots. Anyhow, so the brakes and the suspension are going to be the two distant mods. Everything else is just going to come over time, you know, with the way that money works out and the availability and all that fun stuff. Obviously, though, we're going into fall, so nothing will, you know, be happening race-wise or track-wise until next summer. Next summer, I definitely plan, springtime, summer, that's when I plan on having this car ready for the track and racing, you know, all next spring, summer, and all like that. So that is the plan for the racing and the track days next year. So this winter, all of those things will be going in and getting done slowly but surely. I still have my Camry, which was my daily for the last 6 years. However, I have 4 or 5 people who are very interested. I have it listed on Craigslist right now. So I have people who are talking to me. I've got an appointment set up tonight, which today is Wednesday if you're watching this on YouTube. So I have an appointment Wednesday night to possibly sell the car, you know, depending on how it goes. And, you know, that money that I get from the car is going to go into the repairs to take care of what needs to be done on this. Lastly, the last thing that I want to address is every performance mod, visual mod that I get, I will be documenting on YouTube, on Instagram, and Snapchat. So if you're not following me on those sites, be sure to do so. My Snapchat is ZCAC95, and my Instagram is Campbell, as in Campbell Soup, ZCC. So if you're not following me on those sites, make sure to do so, because everything that will be done to this car will be filmed and videoed. Same thing, I know, I don't know. It will be uploaded to the internet. The plan with the performance and visual mods are I will take videos and pictures of the car before that upgrade is done, and then following after the upgrade is done. If I do install it myself, I will be making install vids as well. So once again, those will all be uploaded onto YouTube, so be sure to subscribe. For example, exhaust, take a picture or take a video of my stock exhaust, then I'll do an install video on installing the exhaust, Once the new exhaust is on, I will then do a, you know, after install video and show you the difference that it makes. And once again, that will be done with all of the mods. So that is the plan over the next few months and distant future. I really hope you guys tune in for it, because it's going to be excellent, entertaining YouTube to watch. Going to have a lot of stuff coming, and you know, it's going to be a lot of fun to do it. I'm really personally looking forward to doing it, and I've got friends who are going to help me out with a lot of this stuff as well, who are also looking forward to doing it. So I'm definitely excited for the future. We got a lot of big things coming. Be sure to subscribe and like this video, and I will see you guys in the distant future. See you guys in the near future. Peace out.